Alrighty, real quick, like I'm gonna show you how to use the My Disney Experience app at Disney World. You're gonna want to go on your Google Play Store or if you got an iPhone, it's the same thing, same app. I can show you on that if it would make any difference, but it don't. Uh, Go in there and download My Disney Experience. I'm gonna open it. You don't have to create an account, but if you've already got a Disney trip booked, I would go ahead and create the account. Make sure your trip is linked. If it's not, you can put in your confirmation number and it'll be in your app. So here's what it looks like real quick. We'll make this quick for y'all. It's just basically a bunch of random ads, but the top usually has like things going on that day. So let's start there. It basically tells me I don't have any Lightning Lanes purchased for today. That's fine. You can plan your day. We'll come back to that. Real quick, if you need to know like the hours at a park for a certain day, here they are. Easy. We'll back up. You can click all hours. It'll take you back where we're just at. You can change the date, like for the future, if you're going next month or way down the line, it'll tell you the hours. If you're in the park, there's virtual queues you can join. If you have photos, there's photo pass. So I'm gonna go back to the top real quick. I'll make this speedy. Down at the very bottom, you see the little location dot. I'm gonna click it, and if you're in the park, it'll kind of show you where you're at. But this is how you can look at all sorts of stuff, like wait times is what it's usually on to start with. So here's this. You just zoom way out. You can see all 4 parks and the water parks as well. So let's go. Here's Epcot. You can zoom in. You can tap on it. It'll tell you what the ride is, what the wait is. Easy. Click at the top. You can look up attractions. If you don't know where something's at, you can look up character meet and greets, restaurants, entertainment restrooms. I've used the restroom ones several times because I'll know that I'm near one, but I'll be like, I can't quite remember exactly where it's at, so I'll click on it. If you're looking for somebody to take your picture, photo pass, guest services, shops, all the stuff right there. Super easy. So let's get back out of this. Clicking back to home. We're going over to the plus sign at the bottom. And this is where you can find a lot of information. For example, if you wanted to eat somewhere, click dining availability. Okay, it's going to ask like your party size, what date, and according to how your trip's booked, like if you're already there, obviously you can book it, but you can book out like 60 days in advance. So let's just click some random here. What time? Let's say after 4. It's going to give you a huge list of stuff, but let's say we want to eat in Epcot. So I'm going to click that, apply, and then I can start looking. And let's say I'm interested in Spice Road table, so let's click it. And then if I'm not exactly sure what all they got, I can view the menu, check it out. Lunch, dinner, it tells you the prices, the whole 9 yards. And then if I want to reserve dining, click reserve dining. It's, asking me the same thing again, what date, blah, blah, blah. Then it'll ask your time. Let's just say 4 o'clock. I'm just clicking to make it quick. Do you have any dietary restrictions, all this sort of thing. And then the very last screen, it'll usually ask for a credit card, because a lot of these places want to, if you don't show up, basically they're going to charge you a card. And they have some leeway because they know things happen, but they don't want you to make a reservation at a restaurant that's super popular and not show up. Okay, let's get back out of this. Back to the plus sign. Order food is for like your quick service places, so you can click here, and let's say you're in Animal Kingdom and you want Flame Tree, or let's don't do Animal Kingdom because it's not open when I'm filming this. So let's just say you want to go Casey's Corner, begin order. Basically, you put in your order, do the whole 9 yards, pay for it, and then it'll tell you when the order is ready, and you just walk up and show them your phone, and it'll have like a code or whatever, and boom, they hand you your order. So it's super simple. You can do this at the resorts. You can do this at the parks, any quick service type restaurant. You can do, this is super helpful to me at least. you go shopping, there's a big line at the checkout. You can actually click where you're at. Let's say we're at Epcot at the Creation Shop. No, it's not going to let me do it because I'm not there, but you can scan your items and pay for it, and then it'll give you a code, and then there'll be a cast member at the door that will basically scan your code and, look over what you got real quick, and you can get out of there. I've done that multiple times, and it's saved us some time. For example, we were just at Hollywood Studios, and it was later in the night, and there was a big line, and I was like, let's just mobile checkout, and we did it, and literally, it probably saved us 20 minutes. Shop Memory Maker is going to let you basically take photos that they've taken of you and order things with them. Make or modify park reservations, buy tickets and passes, and then let's go to the tip board. This is where you're going to look at your Lightning Lane stuff. So you can look at my day. If I had Lightning Lanes booked, it would have them here. I can go to tip board. It's going to tell me the wait times, but let's say that if I had Lightning Lanes booked, you can book 3 at a time. It would tell me where they are, and also, like, if I wanted to modify it and change it to something different, I would do it here. It's not going to let me show you that because it's late in the evening and it's saying not currently offered, but I'm going to back out, and then you can click dining. It'll tell you what's going on here, mobile orders. It's kind of a weird app because I feel like there's multiple ways to do the same thing, but I'm just trying to go through it real quick. I wish I had no idea about this app when we first went to Disney World, or when I first went to Disney World, and now I live by this thing. So I clicked on the little 3 hash things at the bottom right. I'm gonna click my tickets and passes. It'll show you if you got a pass or whatever for that day for a park, or annual pass, that sort of thing. I'm gonna click Lightning Lane passes. I don't have any booked, but let me show you a quick tip. If you just want to kind of see what's available out there, I'm gonna click my Lightning Lane passes. I'm just gonna click purchase multi-lane pass, and let's go January. Let's just go a couple days ahead here. Let's go Magic Kingdom multi-pass, continue, and sort of a trick here is it'll let you look at what's available. So I'm gonna choose basically one big attraction. So let's just say we wanted to do Peter Pan's Flight, and then 2 from this menu. Let's say we wanted to do Space Ranger Spin and the Barnstormer. Continue, and then it's going to say, all right, here's your times they have available right now, and then you can modify it. And let's say the trick to the Lightning Lanes, and this would be a different video, I need to talk about this, but if you can just book anything early and scan in, once you do that, you can modify, or you can book as many as, it's not just one big attraction and 2 smaller attractions. You can do all 3 big attractions or whatever. So last trip, I booked Small World at 8 o'clock in the morning, not because I wanted to ride Small World. I just wanted to scan in so I could start changing Lightning Lanes, because everything else was late in the afternoon. And sure enough, as soon as I scanned in to the touch point, let's go back, it let me modify, and we ended up using 8 or 9 Lightning Lanes that day. So the single pass, same thing, it'll tell you what times. Let's just do it so I can show you. So the single pass was not available. Usually you would have Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Tron. You can click on it and it'll tell you the times available, but these are already booked up. So from my understanding and what I've seen, they release these Lightning Lanes 14 days out for resort guests, and then they release more about 3 days out for annual pass holders, and then they release more the morning of. So if it says they're out, they're not technically out of a ride. Just try it again or try to modify it. Here's again reserved dining. We've already looked at that, but this is a different way to get to it. Order food, merchandise checkout. Then let's scroll down. We're still under the 3 the little hamburger down there. Wait times and show times. When you go to the tip board, it'll also have the Country Bear Jamboree, and it tells you, how long the wait is, or different shows. We'll back up. Future plans, if you got any reservations or anything, that'll be there. Hotel reservations, virtual queues, if you wanted to join one of those, or if you got one booked, it'll tell you where you're at. Photo gallery, if you've got pictures, that's where they'll be. If you hadn't bought Photo Pass, there'll be like a watermark over them. So Photo Pass lenses is where you can do funny things with your phone. And then here's like, you can locate your car, you can look up transportation and parking, all this. If you get a new Magic Band, you can link your Magic Band down here. If, let's say, you took a photo with a Photo Pass deal and it don't show up, I've had that happen. You can click like chat with us and tell them what's going on. If you really like a cast member, you can do a cast compliment. I do this multiple times on each trip, and you can like select what they were great at, where they were at, and then I try to definitely get their name off their badge, and then if you can, I think it helps, get where they're from, and then that way it gives them, I've heard from cast members that it really helps, like, if they need to get promoted or anything like that. So that's basically the My Disney Experience app. The thing you're going to use the most is this map to look at attractions or wait times, usually wait times. And then also if you need to locate something else. And then second to that, if you're doing lightning lanes, the tip board is going to be your friend. And I'll do a lightning lane video at some point. It's super easy to use once you figure it out. And it's uncommon for me to buy it and not get 8 to 10 lightning lanes throughout the day. You just got to kind of know how to use it. So those are the main things. And then if you're going to order food, or a lot of times we'll be like, let's say Magic Kingdom, and I'll think, you know what, it'd be neat to eat at Tony's for dinner. So you just click on there and get a reservation real quick, and boom, and good to go. So that's the My Disney Experience app in 14 or so minutes. Hopefully this helps. I knew nothing about this app my first visit to Disney World a couple years ago, and I was lost. So even if you're a spouse, or if your spouse is going and don't really want to keep up with it, go ahead and have them download it, create an account, and link the reservations to their account. And then we've had times where, like, for whatever reason, my phone don't like the app and it locks down. We'll jump on my wife's phone. I've also got an iPhone with it on there, so sometimes I'll swap back and forth if I need to. It seems like when on a super busy day and you're around a ton of people is when the app struggles sometimes. So anyway, hopefully this helps. Let me know in the comments if you need to know anything else, and or other videos you want to see. Appreciate you watching, and hopefully we'll see you at Disney World soon. Have a good one.